must leave us alone. He must leave us alone. We are, as South Africans, a resilient people, and we will not be bullied.
Tonight, South Africa is still being run into the ground by an incompetent kleptocrat called Cyril Ramaphosa.
Out of context, Njengele, do you ever wake up and think, I'm going to steal Transkei again through a coup d'etat?
Yeah, you're out of order.
In court papers to challenge the Expropriation Act in court. The DA is fundamentally opposed to the Act in principle, and we have been since 2018, because of the fact that it opens the door to power abuse in taking people's property away without compensation in an open-ended way, which is entirely contrary to what we believe the principles of the Constitution are, and certainly opposed to the DA's policies and principles.
Yeah, no, I think the president is right that he shouldn't be bullied. No president should be bullied. And I think for me, that was brilliant what he said. But I also want to say that America needs South Africa in particular. And South Africa needs America in particular. It's our second biggest trading partner. But I think where I think America is wrong and where South Africa is wrong, it's number one, America believes this nonsense. And they've used improper channels. That's not how you speak to another president. A president shouldn't read on the internet what you think or your dissatisfaction. Yeah. So that's the first thing America did wrong. But the biggest sin, I think, was to believe this fringe racist that goes on and say white people are under siege. That's not true. That's not true. Yeah. But I think where we have erred as a country, in my opinion, Burkina Faso or any other country, or Lesotho, well, Lesotho gives us water, so it's a wrong example. Burkina Faso cannot wake up tomorrow and tell us, you can't do this, you can't do that.
Sure.
But you see, America gives us 17% of our funding for the fight against HIV/AIDS comes from America. AGOA is a concession that America...
MK Party condemns AfriForum's treasonous betrayal of South Africa. The MK Party vehemently condemns the treasonous actions of AfriForum, which has deliberately lobbied foreign powers to act against the sovereignty and economic interests of South Africa. Their betrayal is nothing less than an act of economic sabotage, a direct assault on our nation's independence, and a dangerous attempt to undermine the will of our people. Under South African common law, treason is committed when an individual or a group of individuals with hostile intent unlawfully engages in conduct aimed at undermining the authority, sovereignty, or security of the state. The courts have provided legal clarity on treason in several cases, establishing principles that remain applicable today. The manner in which AfriForum has engaged the Trump administration in the US meets this definition of treason.
Tonight, South Africa is still being run into the ground by an incompetent kleptocrat called Cyril Ramaphosa.